Hey, we're back and we're continuing on this drive shaft. He found a way to do it, so pay attention.
All right, y'all. So, after much pain
Yeah, you can't
and
get,
anguish,
can't get you.
after much pain and anguish, I finally got it to knock through.
Look down. That's a good way.
Now what we got to do is
There's a
get the
star
light
man.
on right. We gotta get it out.
Once you did punch through the first side, you noticed there were some clips on it, and it seemed to come right back out once you. Oh, look, man. What condition? What condition do we have
bring
here?
it closer. This right here, this ring right here.
Oh.
It's all dried out right there.
Supposed to grease that.
Well, I didn't know it had a greasable zerk on it.
Damn.
Anyways, this ring right here wore out and caused it to just give way. And so there's way too much play in that. I shouldn't be able to hardly move that at all. And I can move it pretty frequently. So
yeah, we're not listening to Johnny Cash Ring of Fire.
So now I'm going to put it back in the vise. I'm going to knock it out. And we're going to get going. And I'll go get the other one out of the truck and we'll get that part going. Don't drop your drive shaft like I did.
Neither one of us drink, and if we did, we would probably try to start the truck without the drive shaft and push it and see how fast we could get it going.
I think we'll probably get up to at least 10 before we hit the end of the driveway. What do you think, Tim?
I think we could get it going. I really do. Now, you're going to do the same thing to this side. You're going to punch that out.
Yeah, I got to punch it out. Just like I did that one. And we can go get the new one and put it in.
Keep in mind, this isn't like punching your neighbor out or anything. Well,
Please don't punch your neighbor out.
Yeah.
I don't think he or she would appreciate it very much.
Not unless it was a line punch.
What the hell did I do to that damn socket? That's not it.
That's the
hell out of that one.
the beater socket.
There she is.
Oh, it's hiding from you.
Alright.
Which these tools do seem to do some from time to time. Ooh, it's not.
You always got to make sure that you double check that you took these little pins out, because I almost didn't take the pins out.
You'd be there beating on it all day long.
I was beating on it for about 2 minutes before I realized that the other side's pin was still out. So always double check that.
You were convinced it was alien.
They're here! They're here!
Alien poltergeist that didn't go back home with their parents.
Alright.
Expect us to take care of the little farts.
Sometimes you gotta wobble it. Make it work a little better. I'm gonna spin it around. Try and whack on it again.
Arthur, do you ever threaten your subjects?
Ah, no, of course not. I'm too nice of a guy.
I'll get you.
I'll get you, my little pretties, and your dog too.
Oh, well.
May have to go get the computer to record the rest of this, Tim. I don't know how much space my phone has. Die, beast. Ow!
You need something to...
Don't smack your
You
hand.
need something to tie that... we need to tie that anvil down anyway. Ben will come back and steal that motherfucker, dude. Excuse my language. He'll come back and steal the press.
It's all good.
We're talking about a guy in Houston we know.
And it's crooked again. What do you know?
Reminds me of a couple of girls I know.
Always with the jokes, Timmy is.
Yeah.
Without him, we'd all be dead and gone.
I lived in a burn unit for about 6.5 months in Houston.
Also learn you have to watch for flying sockets.
This is a fact. They'll fly approximately 10 to 15 feet.
Show them how far they flew, Timmy.
We pan around here. All the way to the cutout board. All the way to the yellow board. See, that's a pretty good distance there. If you follow it on the ground, there's a 10-foot and 8-foot plank, so we're a good 12, 13 feet away.
Just about got her out. This one's a little easier.
Yeah, man.
easier if we could tie our vise down, but that's all
It's
right.
barely. You're getting it, but yeah, we need to hook this vise up immediately. I guess I
I
could
thought
sit
about
down.
running a ratchet strap to it if you through it. If you that tells you how much of a redneck I am.
Oh boy, you might be a redneck if you like the backyard.
It says either use a vise or you do it on the concrete, but I don't want to break the drive shaft.
Yeah, I haven't bought this house yet, so they might.
Yeah, I said a drive shaft, nothing about the concrete.
Yeah, we know how they make concrete these days. It's the United States of America.
They say that the only way to break in your new U-joints is to do a nice burnout in the driveway. Preferably your neighbors, which you don't want.
Yes. Any oil spilling
Yeah,
or any oil spilling or beating on thereof. I laid brick for a long time. I don't like to see masonry, any type of anything like that get destroyed.
She's coming. Come on, baby.
She's moving for you. This looks like it's almost impossible, dude. There's got to be a way you can tie that down to something. There you go.
You gotta talk to him. Give him a little love.
Well, that's why I mentioned threatening, because look at him and look at me. I look like I'm more of a threat. This guy's more reality, you know. If you watch Beavis and Butthead, are you threatening me? When in fact, he'll knock it all the way through. I'll talk until you pass out.
That is a fact.
Well, it's a part of my hypnotic scheme. You ever been to a psychiatrist, Arthur?
Not no. My mom's a therapist. I think that counts.
There you go. I used to go see a hypnotist. He did better for me than anybody that prescribed me drugs, because he gave me details like what you're doing to do. How did you learn how to fix the carburetor to a lawnmower? I learned from my psychiatrist because my dad wouldn't let me use his tools. Wonder why.
She ain't quite through.
But not quite through. This guy thinks he's Hacksaw Duggan with a junkyard dog. He's using his leg to hold the vise. I don't.
This is the old U-joint.
Yep.
This goes in the trash. Okay.
I'll recycle that son of a bitch, man. We can get half a cent for it.
Oh my gosh! Maybe a quarter of an ounce of a beer. How about that?
Sounds
all right, y'all.
Luscious to me.
This is part 2. I'm gonna do this in segments. I'm gonna get the other part, and I'm gonna show you how to clean up the yoke before you reinstall your new U-joint. Stay with us.
Hit the red button.